Good evening, good evening, good evening once again. Welcome to Boss Lady Live. We are live from Totally Male on International Men's Day. And today we are going to interview a few of our customers, a few of our faithful customers, and we'll pick them up because the truth is, without them, there'll be no us. And International Men's Day is a day that celebrates men only. Wow. Imagine there's actually a Men's Day. Yes, there's a lot for women, but how much is out there for men? Men needs to know that they are valued and they are of value. So this afternoon, we're going to say hi, Ryan. So this is Ryan.
What's up? How are you?
Our customer of how many years, Ryan?
Oh, 5.
5 years. Only 5?
Yeah,
You looks like an eternity.
I just made an impact.
We just needed one chance tonight. We never, it's
Okay,
tough.
Ryan. So why? Okay, first of all, apart from we admire the fact that you're always ever clean, ever fresh.
Thank you.
Always take care of yourself. One, why do you choose Totally Male for your grooming? One, and two, what advice would you have for the males out there who have not quite gotten the fact that they need this type of service?
I chose Totally Male. I always knew the brand, right? So what had happened was the salon I used to go to before my nails at the time left, and bounced around, been to a few places. But the first time I came here was by Prompton. And I remember I fell asleep in the chair. I was really comfortable and, felt at peace. And I like the fact it was all women because I didn't, it was just that kind of atmosphere. It was very warm and welcoming and never left. Never left since that. The second bit of advice now would be, I think it's for everybody to find a space of comfort. For me, I'm very particular about details and how I look, but then I'm still like an athlete and all of that. So, but that duality is, just gives it lends itself to want to be more detail oriented. And, I don't want to be unkept in whatever I'm doing.
Why though, Ryan, do you think that some men don't get it?
I don't just don't get it. It comes to a particular comfort level. I think a lot of men may think that it's feminine to take care of themselves.
But why would you?
Well,
it's being clean.
Yes, being
why
clean.
Why would one think it's feminine? Where do you think the ball was dropped?
Probably culture. But then it's so strange because then you have some men who are very conscious about clothing and just being sharp. So I think it's just an extension of that. So for me, I think we are moving past it though.
Yes, we are moving the place. Yes.
And the truth is, listen, if a young man wants to impress a woman, you want to smell good, you want your hands.
Hallelujah, on the smell good.
If you're lying down in bed, you don't want your toenails to cut her off. And that just makes you more appealing in general. And that's whether you're single or married. So, my take is it makes a better experience.
Do you think we as women require it enough?
I know some like it. I don't think everybody's up for it. All women are up for it. But I think some do require it, but some suppress it because they think not a lot of men are interested in grooming. And I think that can lead to them, because it's suppressed, then when they meet somebody who is into grooming, it put the first one in trouble.
Right. Absolutely.
So I think people should just be honest about where they are and what they're about. Okay,
so if you had to say to men out there something about building a care regime, what would your advice be to them?
Start where they're comfortable. In other words, if it's I didn't like to get pedicures at first, and this was 15 years ago. I used to do my nails and then I used to play cricket, so then I really couldn't do manicures as regularly. But then as I look at my toes, I'm like, let's do my toes too.
Right.
We kind of progressed along that way, and then it became a thing of like facial scrubs and all that. I started to get all that was I was introduced to that here.
Right.
Because you would have never caught me dead in a spa 20 years ago, 15 years ago. I just, as an athlete and all that, it's just not macho. Maybe when you pass 25 and you start to realize that, you know, there's another side to life. So let me try that. So I start where you're comfortable. Don't be afraid to try something once. You
don't like it,
you don't like it, but you grow to love it.
Okay. Yeah. And I think a lot of men don't get also that there's a high level of relaxation and me time. Because a lot of men don't have me time, you know. But what they consider me time is maybe going to the bar, hanging out with the guys, and it's really not complete downtime for yourself. So, you know, that also is another aspect of the whole getting yourself groomed. Just to say, take an hour for yourself.
Definitely.
You know, to kind of breathe easy and, you know, start the day again if needs be, or, you know, maybe you have a little stress at home, just to kind of take a little time for yourself, reduce the stress, you know? So that is another thing that I don't think a lot of the men get. So is that your experience?
Yeah, and you know, I kind of at the point where I just accept that some will view it differently and some will come to that point of maturity on their own.
Okay.
And it's that process of self-discovery that we all go through in our own time.
Okay.
And as one becomes more comfortable and self-aware,
absolutely,
certain things that were obstacles at one time won't be obstacles anymore.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you know, whenever I come here, I buck up all manner of people who I didn't even know, you know, we're into group. And there may be younger men who are like in their 20s and wondering why they're not as, you know, lucky with women. Could be a starting point. You know, for me, I'm married, so it's just cool.
Okay, lovely. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
And then his caregiver today.
Every day.
Every day is Monique. And Monique, how long have you been here?
I've been here 10 years.
And what would you say is the most, I don't want to say interesting, but rewarding part of your job?
I would say the different personalities that I get to meet every day, the clients, so that I would say that's the most, you know, rewarding and really just pampering them, taking care of them, listening to them, venting, or just, you know, talking,
and getting
relax,
getting to know a lot about the male side.
Exactly. Yes. So that I must say.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your International Men's Day. Okay.
Oh, he's coming out now.
Okay, all right. So I will interview him shortly. And so we go into you're not lovely. And we're catching the wonderful, the absolutely fabulous. Before he gets all done up. This is Andre. Andre, you have been with us now how long?
Well, I have been here since 19. I think since 2004.
2004.
Yes.
Right. And what has your experience been at Totally Male?
Fantastic, man.
And why did you choose Totally Male?
Well,
because he's coming here from he's very, very young. And usually young men don't really come on their own. It's usually older folks and the children of our customers. What was the attraction to Totally Male?
Well, actually,
as a young man?
I think you were at Island Like Mall at the time. And I went to see Mr. Tommy Cole about some business. And I met him at Totally Male. He was sitting in the barber chair when I went to meet with him. And I was impressed with the look of the place and just the general ambience, and I decided to give it a try. I think I tried it for my birthday one year and I've been hooked since then.
Okay. And you have a son, so you're a father.
Yes.
And what do you think? Do you think it is important for you to well, not explain, but to teach or to lead by example to your son about grooming?
Definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely.
And what are the benefits you think of good grooming?
Well, people take you seriously when you're well dressed and well groomed
And smell good.
and smell good. So I think that is one of the primary benefits, you know, and you feel better about yourself. It does something for your self-confidence and your general sense of self. So, and of course, the ladies like it.
How are you gonna leave on that?
The ladies like
The
it.
ladies are more appreciative.
Yes, they're more welcoming. You know, when you speak to them. And if the ladies like it, you know, you work with it. Yes.
And so, what would your advice to some of the males out there who have not had this experience?
Give it a try. Give it a try. And
what
feel
about
the
those
difference.
men? What about those men who say they feel effeminate when they spend too much time grooming themselves? What do you say to that man?
Spend too much time grooming yourself. Is there such a thing?
Well, some people think that.
No, I mean, groom yourself. There's nothing effeminate about grooming yourself. A well-dressed, decent-looking man is a man that will be respected and taken seriously. When you're shabby, nobody wants to deal with you. Nobody wants to deal with a shabby person. We're not saying spend an hour, 2 hours the whole day grooming yourself. That's not what we're saying. Saying put yourself together and get yourself neatly trimmed and respectable.
And even if you have your locks need to be in good,
well groomed,
well
groomed, clean and neat.
Right.
You know? Definitely.
Right. Okay, so happy International Men's Day.
Thank you very much, man. I was just telling the gentleman right there that you know I didn't even know there was a Men's Day. We always hear about Women's Day. We hear about Women's Day. We hear about Women's Day months in advance. So
how is it possible that you have known
I
about
don't know. It looked like the
International
Council of
Men's Day?
Women met last night and decided that the
No.
year almost done and we don't do anything for the man them. So maybe we get them tomorrow. And this morning them get up and somebody pinch somebody and say, put it on social media.
International
And then
Men's Day have been around for quite some time, Mr. Crooks. And Totally Male celebrates it every year.
I school on that day.
All right. But you know that at Totally Male, every day is International Men's Day, right?
Yes.
So we take care of you.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Thanks again for coming in on International Men's Day. All right. Okay, so we have a youngster. we're live on right? Remind me your first name again? Nick?
Yeah.
Nick. No. Nick, how long have you been coming here? Because I know you came here. You've been coming here with Daddy for how long now? Long before you turned man.
Yeah, from when I was like 6.
When you were like 6. So in your 6-year-old mind, or if, as far back as you can remember, what has your experience at Totally Male been like? And to be honest, a lot of the youngsters tend to leave when they leave when they get to a certain age. But you never left, you stayed with us, right?
Yeah.
And so tell Auntie Sandra what has been your experience at Totally Male and why have you stayed with us as a young man now?
Well, I don't really like going to the barber because when I was younger, I didn't like the shears because I just wanted to get out of the barber chair. But when I came here, I didn't really have that experience since I just kind of felt comfortable.
and they weren't forcing the fear onto my head.
Right.
And it was just better than most experience.
So do you think that as women we had a softer approach, or
No, you just listen to those brothers.
I never hear that one before from a youngster. They say we listen to you, and whatever you want, we try to give it to you. Right? Okay. And what about seeing other men? Do you think that there is an effect of seeing other men beside you getting groomed, and when they finish getting groomed, does it have any impact on you whatsoever? Yeah, like, does it, do you look and say, oh, when I grow up, I want to either look like that, be like that, operate like that? Is there any, should I say no, has been in these surroundings? Well, I suppose you'd have probably gotten that from your dad.
Well, I don't mean to sound rude to any
No,
other
no.
barbershop, but most of the people I see here kind of look like they know what they're doing with their lives.
Right.
So when I see them walking or walk out, I'm like, I'll be like that soon. So.
God dear Nick, oh boy. You just gave me goosebumps, by the way. You just gave me goosebumps. And the truth is, our slogan, I'm not sure if you know that our slogan is grooming men for greatness. And I mean, I'm literally getting choked up because what you have just said just reinforced what our mission statement really aims to do, is to groom young men like you, young, upwardly mobile, successful, going somewhere male. You're heading in the because daddy and mommy also take your grooming very seriously. So I want to say happy International Men's Day, and we wish you all the best and all the success for your future. And I know you will do well because you are a totally male baby. And so I just want to say thanks again for sharing on our live. Okay, Nick. All righty. Thank you. Want to say something else? Yes.
If what you're trying to do is encourage people my age,
yes,
for greatness and to do better things, and you're doing a pretty good job so far.
Oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you. I've come in here and I try to so quick. Mr. Willie, we are live on
what?
Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's International Men's Day, as you know.
Yeah.
So I want to wish you a happy International Men's Day.
Thank you very much.
And so I want you to just tell our viewers, well, first of all, you've been there like from day one? Was it day one?
From Island Live.
From Island. So that's from 1998, 2000. 2000.
Yes.
And what do you think are the benefits of good grooming where you are concerned? I know you said you were a little stressed today and you came and you wanted to relax.
Yes.
So tell our viewers, like, as men, right? Because a lot of men don't know that them deserve care, you know that?
That's true. That's
right.
True,
so as a man who can have a space to sit down and relax, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes you really feel good knowing that we're men and we are here to take care of others. So you really have to make sure that you're taken care of.
Absolutely, because as I like to say, one cannot pour from an empty cup.
You definitely can.
Right.
Yes, so you need to know when you need to refill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Because you can't make the cup bottom drop out. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you work hard.
I work hard.
And
definitely.
You deserve to be treated. And you deserve to treat yourself.
You definitely deserve to be treated. Definitely have to, so you can sustain yourself.
Sustainability is essential.
It is essential. It is essential. And keep yourself in a positive frame of mind. Because persons look to you for care. So you can't say, boy, I can't do it because I'm empty or I'm drained and all of that.
Right.
You really need to know when to recharge.
Right. And the thing is too that you are a role model also for your kids.
Yes.
So so therefore definitely you need to lead by example as well.
by example, most definitely. Yeah, man, and caring for yourself, it is important. Yeah, man, and when I felt this way and all of that, and I've been here for a while, but I just couldn't resist thinking about here is where I need to come to get this feeling, and really appreciate the fact that you have maintained your business to the standard and always ensure that your clients are well taken care of.
Well, that's our mission, not to mention that we really love what we do.
Yes.
And this is not a sales pitch, as you can testify.
Yes,
no, this is not a sales pitch. This is something that we have been doing for 26 years.
Yes.
And if we didn't love it, we would not still be in this business. And I must say also, it's a very rewarding experience when you grow with your customers, or your customers grow with you.
Yes.
Because we have the youngsters who have now all reached marriage age and all of these things, and we groom them for their weddings and all different types of events, their graduation and all of that.
Man, most definitely.
So we have
my kids' sons there when they were kids.
Right.
So maybe when they're ready to get married, I have to take them.
Absolutely, and we are here for them, as you know.
Definitely.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. And you have a knack of finding the right person who,
well, we try
what to do and make your clients
well
feel.
Can I tell you, before we even get into what are your skill areas, I need to know that you love people.
Yes.
That is my requirement.
Yeah. You feel it, man.
Yes, that is a requirement for my staff here at Totally Male. The fact that you love people and you want to serve.
Yes.
So it the customer must not be a bother to you.
That's true.
We are very happy that you chose to spend International Men's Day with us, and we hope your service hit the spot.
Certainly, it was my pleasure, and I don't regret coming here.
Absolutely. So enjoy the rest of your day and have an excellent evening. And I hope there are more plans for you when you get home.
Most definitely. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thanks for having me here.
You are welcome. And I'm going to call you, right? Yes, man. All right. So we have a few more persons. Are you willing to go live, boss? Hi, sweetheart. I'm fine, my darling. Can we do you live today on internet? Oh, thank you. Okay, so we are live on International Men's Day. We're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. Now, Tariq, you have been here about what, 15 years or more? Or by 15, 16 years. And if I were to say I have customers, I have different types of customers. I have customers that are meticulous about what they want, how they want it done, who they want it done from. And I would say you are one of those customers. So therefore, for you to be here so long, we must be doing something right. So can you just let us know a little bit about your experience?
So I'm very happy about the service over the years. I'm particularly impressed by the high standards that have been set. The service is fairly consistent, it's reliable, and most of all, I think that the team here genuinely cares, because though I'm loyal to Jackie and she's my number one, I've actually trained with other barbers, and I can tell that the girls here, they genuinely care about their clients.
Thank you so much for that. Now, what would you say to a man who has absolutely no, I don't want to say no interest in grooming, but has
no, man, just speak straight.
All right, so a man who doesn't see necessary or essential to groom himself, what would you have to say to that man?
I would say two things. One, talk to your doctor, and two, talk to your girlfriend. Yeah. Get the feedback. Yeah, and take it from there.
No, I don't. Not everybody can read between the lines, though, you know. Tariq.
No, man. So, I see the clientele that comes here, and I see the persons outside. You can read between the lines. It's important,
It is important.
Get yourself together and maintain yourself. Maintain your car, maintain yourself.
Absolutely, but some people, they put premium on different things. So they may put a premium on buying a car, buying a smartphone, buying a big house, you know, buying expensive brand name
Not
clothes.
sustainable. You have to take care of yourself first. It's not sustainable. Yeah.
What about being not necessarily a role model for other people, but maybe your own family, your children? Do you think
Very
that
important.
the impact of grooming yourselves properly have have a positive, or maybe they don't think there's any impact?
It does. Because at the end of the day, when you see somebody, whether male or female, you see the outside first. And if you're not well groomed, you're probably commanding a little less respect than you would otherwise. So I mean, outside of basic hygiene and you know what your spouse or your partner might think, there's respect that goes along with it. So it's definitely important.
In terms of your stress level, would you say grooming yourself manages also your level of stress?
I'm here once a week, and that's one of the primary reasons why I look forward to coming. It's my time where I can sit down in a chair and feel taken care of. Very important when it comes to stress.
Do you think men know that they deserve me time?
Some probably don't. I haven't done any surveys, but I'm guessing there are a few that don't. Yeah.
And I think that's a part of the challenge, because men are usually looked to
Mhm.
be the one that is giving, the one that is taking care of the family, the one. So he thinks that his job is just to do.
Yeah.
But as I like to say, one cannot pour from an empty vessel or an empty cup.
Agreed.
So if you don't take care of me first, just like on an aircraft,
Yeah,
when
I
they
know
say
you
you have
know
to
about
put,
that.
right, when you have to put the mask on yourself first
Mhm.
before you take care of the rest of the family, I would say pouring into oneself, spending time with oneself would definitely be beneficial.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more. I think the example or the analogy I've given is quite appropriate. I've seen the video online,
Mhm.
and I've actually used it as a reference when you know in other conversations. So
Mhm.
yeah, you have to put on your mask first before you can help anybody else.
Right. Thank you, Tariq, and happy again, happy happy International Men's Day,
Thank you.
and I wish you all the best for the rest of the evening.
Thank
And we want to ensure that you know, I know you know, but it doesn't hurt to say it again, that you are valued and you are valuable
Thank
to
you.
us.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you. All right, so is Mr. Sorry? Oh, you want to put on your shirt first. So as you can see, we have been interviewing our clients that are here on International Men's Day, and you hear what they have to say about grooming. What are your thoughts? Drop us a little line, or one day I want you just take some time for yourself and come by and visit us. We are at 6 Windsor Avenue. That's Kingston 5. That's either off of Fairway or off Old Hope Road. And we are open every Tuesday to Sunday. Tuesday to Saturday, we're open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Sundays, we're open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a staff of all females, and including all barbers. Everyone that works here are all females, and we cater to all boys and men. So we take boys from their 1 year up, and 1 year until, right? And we even, for our clients, we offer shut-in services where what we call angel care. So if you can't come to us to have your hair cut and your nails clipped, then we come to you. But just a little additional cost. But we take pride in treating the men of Jamaica, and we are happy doing so, and happily doing so this month for 26 years. No, that is no small feat. So we have invested time, energy, training, Our location is fantastic. It's spacious, adequate parking, and you can come in and rest, relax because it is secure. Um, and you have nothing to worry about than enjoying your me time. Every man deserves me time. So we are going now, and he's ready for us with his gorgeous self. Been here how long, Mr. Miles?
From 19 how long? When you just moved to Ireland?
1998.
Yeah, somewhere around that time.
You see how many men we have? A lot of marriages don't last that long, right? So the truth is, we spoil our customers.
True.
That is admittedly so.
Definitely true.
Sometimes wanna take it too far, but you know, we can't give up at this point.
Right.
We don't spoil them already.
Yes.
So Mr. Myers, what would you say your experience at Totally Male has been for the last how many years, from 1998 until now?
Well, it has been an awesome experience. I mean, some initially it was hard making the transition because it had this mindset that barber shop is a place to be, and
I can't believe you ever had that mindset.
And women can cut
because
hair.
you're so comfortable.
I mean, I used to cut hair myself, and I remember
How were you introduced to us?
So what happened is I actually researched him because, as I say, I used to cut hair myself.
Okay.
And I got a job doing sales in the country. And so the persons who used to come to me were used to a certain standard.
Right.
Especially by appointment. So I did research for, was there anywhere that you could go that was by appointment?
Mm-hmm.
Then doing that, I discovered that there was Totally that existed.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent some of my clients here first.
Okay.
Including my brother, who passed away.
Yes.
People like Mr. Davis, or people that I send.
And you have sent quite a few others as well, yes.
And then so I said, but if I am sending them and they're happy, why don't I just make the change, So I eventually did some, as I said, by the time you got to Island Life, I came there, and boy, it has been such a wonderful experience.
Because we're no family.
It's like family. I used to come twice a week, and I moved to once a week. And somewhere between 2017 to pre-COVID, it became twice a week. And COVID kind of let me go back to the once a week. But it's like when I'm not here, I feel like something is missing. I need to come back as quickly as possible. And it has been an enjoyable experience. The ladies are very, very good. They tend to listen to you. They care about what you care about, and they try their best to meet your needs at all times.
What would you say is different between going to a male-dominated barbershop versus one who has all ladies? And not that I'm knocking them now, don't get me wrong, because everybody, we can't possibly do everyone.
Exactly.
Right? So everybody has their own market and their own niche.
Right.
But what would you say is the difference that we bring to the table?
All right, so it's a number of difference. So I'm not sure who else is doing appointment service now in terms of a male dominated branch, but certainly the appointment process was critical for me because I became extremely busy, and I needed to have somewhere where if I say this is the time, then that's the time. I don't need to hear that, well, it's 10 people in front of you. I didn't like that at all. So the fact that I could come somewhere where they say if it's 11 o'clock, I need to be here at 11 o'clock, and I get to, that's number one. Secondly, the fact that the women highly professional, they knew what they were doing, and they took a certain level of care. This is where now the difference in terms of gender gets stepped in.
Right.
Important. Women are generally more nurturing and more caring, more sensitive towards.
They hear in the ears,
right.
in the nose,
yes.
the wild eyebrows.
Yes. Yes. So that's number two. The environment itself, professional environment, especially as a young professional myself at the time growing up, I also got tired of going to somewhere where people were gossiping or just talking things that didn't sit well with me.
Right.
You
We
know?
talk, but we talk all kind of things.
Yes.
Not that it's not gossip, but it's just as juicy
Yes.
relative to what's happening in society.
It's topics that are current, relative,
And it's a fair
entertainment.
exchange between male and
Yes,
female
yes.
without any judgment.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there are a number of differences. So all in one, because again, if you go to the barber shop at the time, you had to probably go somewhere else to do a facial, somewhere else to do something else. So again, because of the all-in-one grooming environment, you know, it was something that was also very important to me that I could come here and get a number of things done. Because you have such a wide array of services from hair removal.
I never asked this question before, but did Totally Male teach you anything?
You know, funny enough, I am a person who was always big on grooming from ever since I know myself. But what magazines and so on and so forth. So there's an extent to which I believe I had a certain knowledge and care. And I remember I said I also used to cut hair and so on and so forth. So I wouldn't say that Totally taught me anything, but it was good to know that a lot of the things that I value and a lot of things that are important to me, that it was here and I felt like it was it was being done a certain way. So I always enjoy that. I mean, you know, if there is anyone, well, there's one thing in terms of the aftercare. So when you do certain like hand and foot care, there's a certain level of aftercare that you have to do as well. And I think if anything, that it was that was one of the things that I was taught. There was anything. So yes. And so it's been really truly a wonderful experience.
Wonderful.
Very, very enjoyable.
Well, you know, Mr. Mars as now a friend, because I can't even call him a customer anymore. Right. Yes, you still come here and get your services done. Right. But I mean, our relationship has transcended from customer to friendship.
Yes.
And you see, you gentlemen help us also to be advised as to what is needed.
Yes.
You know, for we listen, as you said, we listen and we try as best as possible to give you what it is that you gentlemen require within reason.
No, and you're right, because a lot of business places you might go and you might observe something and you may share some information, something they can do, and then the real don't listen to is like they're saying, this is what I have to offer, and this is who I am. Take it or leave it kind of thing. I'd have to say one thing about yourself and Totally Male, and a lot of ladies have been trained in that way, is that whenever you share some advice, some suggestion, as you say, within reason, you try your best to come. And I think that is also one of the reasons why you have been around for so long, because you're always growing, reinventing yourself, changing, and trying your utmost best to please your clients at all times. You know?
That is our top. It's our priority.
Yes.
Because if you're not happy, we're not happy. Yes. And to be honest, I don't know if it's my nature, it's just my need to be. I'm a perfectionist.
Yes.
So if my customer is not happy, I can't sleep. The girls at the front can tell you. One. I mean, I have hundreds of customers, and if one is unhappy, I cannot sleep, honestly, until I get it sorted out. No, we're not claiming perfection, but if our customer is not happy, I try my best.
Yes.
I mean, I go beyond my best to try to rectify the situation, if allowed, because it's not everybody tells you that they are not happy. But we really try and rectify whatever situation we have, because we do not claim perfection.
Nice. True.
So I want to say thanks for sticking it through with us for so long. And then I say, you are our priority.
Yes.
And we hope to be around for another how many years? Another 26?
Yes.
At least.
Definitely. At least.
I won't be the one though, because that time I'll be in my 80s.
Yes.
So we'll have some younger models.
Yes. Yes.
So I want to say, you know, happy Men's Day. And we're so happy that in 2020 we can actually say Happy Men's Day.
Yes.
Because for such a long time, because when I came into business, men were an afterthought.
Yes.
I mean, yes, they're the movers and the shakers, but in terms of the care side of life,
True.
you're down at the bottom.
True.
You know, so I'm very pleased to know. I mean, we don't have to be the only ones taking care of you.
Right.
And we don't want to be
Right.
the only ones taking care of men. So we want to say thanks taking the ride with us for all these years.
Yes.
And we look forward to your continued support, and we will continually be here to take care of you. So enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes.
I don't know if you're going on the road to travel. No?
No.
Okay, so
Going
yeah, be
straight
careful on the road. And you know, thanks again for coming in today. Alrighty. Okay, so I think Ruth. Oh yes, that's true. Yes, we as we said at Totally Male. Who's left out here? Who's that? Oh, Mr. Pierce. Mr. Pierce. Yes, we're going to cut off, but I have Mr. Pierce here, one of our long-time customers too. So we're going to put you in a chair first before we start questioning you, Mr. Pierce. I've never kidnapped you before, you know. You're coming here a long time and I've never kidnapped you. So, you know, we're interviewing live on Facebook. And he's going to wash his hands because, you know, we are COVID compliant. So you come in, you get your temperature checked, so you get sanitized at the door. Then when you come in to get your hair cut, you have your hands washed again, and then you sit down and get your services done. So, you know, as I said before, International Men's Day, I'm very happy for it because the men are finally being highlighted in the softer realm of life. It's not only about running business and doing whatever, it's also about taking care of yourself. It's about focusing on being real men, about taking care of yourself, about managing your families, about managing your health, your wealth, you know, just in general, just being all that you can be. So we have one more person left to interview, and then we will sign off for International Men's Day. Now, next week, Monday at 8 p.m. on Boss Lady Live, and as usual, we bring you the best. We have a panel of 6 strong men. We'll be speaking about man versus male. Because you do not automatically, by just having a penis, become a man. So we will be having that discussion because becoming a man is a rite of passage. So being male, some people get to 20, 30 and is just male, never ever became a man, still a boy in a man frame. So we want to have that very serious, riveting. Maybe we might mash a few corns, but also we might also educate and change a few minds, or try to bring some men up, some males to become men and a man. Because we women, contrary to popular belief, whether weak, strong, independent, dependent, the balance of life as God intended is for man to share his life with a woman and a woman to share her life with a man. So we're aiming for balance. But in order for that, we all have to grow. We have to understand each other. We have to understand life. We have to understand ourselves. So all that said, we're now.
And we use a cape.
Yes, and for each client, we change our cape so that there's no chance of cross contamination, right? And every cape has its neck strip and all of that. So, hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Happy Men's Day.
Thank you.
And so we're having a live. I know we bumped on you, we jumped on you, but I know you've been coming here from where at Island Life Mall.
Oh yeah.
Right. So over 20 years. You see, another over 20 years. And let me tell you, people, this was not planned. I know when we interview all our clients, everybody's here from 15 years or more. It was not planned. I saw it go for true. Once they start coming, them don't stop. Right? So this is Mr. Pierce. He's been coming to us for over 20 years. The light, good, yeah, better light, yes. So Mr. Pierce, why did you choose to come to Totally Male? And how did you come to us? How did you learn about us? You remember? You can go back that far?
Yeah, if I can remember, there was one person who suggested it to me.
Yes.
And then I said, all right, let me try it. And from the first time, I thought I got excellent service. And since then, I haven't stopped.
Awesome. And what would you say have the benefits been to grooming yourself here as a busy man? What are the benefits? What are our strong points here at Totally?
But one of the things is that once I make an appointment, never lose it. If I make an appointment, I'm not going to come here and then hear, well, Howard, we can't find the book. Or somebody to rub it out. Appointment is always once if I'm having a problem, I can call and I say, hey, I'm having a difficulty, can I reschedule? So that's one of the things.
And if we're having a problem too,
right,
you also call and say, Mr. Pierce, you can push it down for
right, yes.
Because that too happens.
The communication has been great.
Right.
I mean, and for me that's one of the greatest advantages. When you're very busy, you want to be able to plan your life a little bit better, and I find out that is so here. You can say, all right, I need to come in at that time. If the time is good, I can come. I know that it's set, and now we have to wait. And here, you have to wait for another hour, half an hour. The person going to deal with you not available. That is not happening. Yeah.
So, what would you say to the men out there that have not yet seen it necessary to groom themselves properly?
You need to do it quickly, like from yesterday. What it does is it demonstrates professionalism, and it affects people's view of you. You can get more respect or lack thereof. It is telling people something about you if you don't groom yourself properly. So I'll recommend to anyone who is not doing it, get with it. Don't wait. Data has something something very important, as something that will demonstrate that you're being mature. You have to take care of yourself, and it will help people. It will help people to view you with greater respect.
Do you think enough is being done in a household when it comes to boys, in terms of their development, in speaking to them about or showing to them? Because we have a chronic situation of a lot of households that are devoid of men.
Yeah.
So do you think enough is being done to point boys in the right direction?
Unfortunately, in many instances, no. What from my experience or those who I deal with, what happens is even if there's not a male in the household, and as I said, there are a lot of households that have single mothers. If there is a father figure outside the household.
Right.
That creates a nice balance, and the young boy can get nice direction. When there's no such father figure, the mother struggles to give that balance because there are some kind of discussions, arguments, or some kind of education that the boy get only from a father figure. And that father figure needs to be a father,
Right.
not a mother who is doubling up as a father figure.
Absolutely.
So that is where I see as what makes a difference. Is that is there a father figure that this boy can look to and provide with guidance, and that is where he will get more help. It helps him in his development.
You know, as a society, no, on a society level now, do you think enough is being done on a policy level? Where like to take boys off the street, to get them educated, to get them working, and to develop into manhood. Do you think enough is being done? Because I know a lot is being done where the women are concerned. A lot of effort is being plowed into females, and I think we're handling ourselves fairly well.
Yeah.
But I mean, even some of the issues that women are having, it's based on men not being or coming correct. For example, female abuse and all of that. That's coming from, childhood into manhood without being maybe having low self-esteem issues, growing up with an abusive father, that kind of thing. Do you think enough is being done on a policy level or a governmental level where the boys are concerned?
That is how come to tell I have not seen that. I'm not in, I would say the best way to answer that question is to look at the effects. Do we have
in terms of crime and violence and all of that?
I mean, do we have less boys on the street and more in schools? Is it that it's hard for me to tell if there are specific policy actions being taken? It's hard to tell if it is effective because you're still seeing a lot of young people on the streets. So really, it is quite a challenge to deal with that. And at the end of the day, if you ask me, it is not. We should not be left up to governmental authorities only. I think the family, first and foremost, the parenting,
mentorship.
It needs to go to the point of the household in the family. That is where it will start.
What about the churches, the involvement of the church? I know you're a big church man.
Religion plays an important role, and the biggest thing is Bible principles. If Bible principles are followed, it makes a world of a difference. Bible principles must be followed. It cannot be a case that somebody is doing something because that's the way it was done when they were growing up. Because many people got bad parenting.
Right.
So they can't now just continue that. However, if Bible principles are followed and applied, it makes a world of difference, and it can help these young people, help them to become balanced and productive members of society. And that is where I think really is where the difference lies, and that is where the solution is. People applying Bible principles in their lives. It makes a world of a difference to these young people, regardless of where that young person was grown up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Pierce.
You're welcome.
Blessings. I mean, it is International Men's Day, as I said, and we just want to big up our male clients, and just let you know that you are valued. We value you, and you are valuable to society and valuable to just the whole balance of life. And so we endeavor to continue to groom and to be there and to listen,
sure,
right, and to share, and so we just want to say thank you for sharing with us. Okay, so that's the end of our live. We got a good 54 minutes of live for International Men's Day this afternoon. We did one earlier, so you can check our page, although we had a little internet issue, but for the most part, we got in a few good interviews. So I want to say thank you so much for joining us this evening on International Men's Day. For those of you who are not yet Totally Male clients, we invite you to join our family, our village, so that we can also take care of you. As I said, we follow strict COVID-19 sanitation rules, and we have been successful thus far in maintaining a clean and sanitary environment and a healthy environment. So come on down. We are at 6 Windsor Avenue. Our numbers are 906-6253, 876-285-1750. Have a good, wonderful evening. For those of you who are leaving work now, I hope you enjoy the rest of your International Men's Day. For those of you who didn't even know, because many of my customers told us that they didn't even know it was International Men's Day, or that there is even an International Men's Day. But if we have anything to do with it, we bring the information to you. So have a good evening. Keep safe. Keep COVID free. And we see you again, Boss Lady Live, next week, Monday, 8 p.m. Jamaica time. Don't miss it. It's about, our conversation is about man versus male. What's the difference? Let us talk about it now. See you then.